that!
They say the bigger the ego, the harder they fall. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing someone arrogant lose their mind after getting proven wrong. Just look at this delusional woman before and after the election results.
We're closing in on almost 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today. And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store, of course, asking him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just looked at me with kind of like a smirk on his face. And I said, she's going to win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not. He says, well, what do you mean? I said, no, it's not. The women of America are making their voices heard. Reproductive rights is what it all comes down to. And the women are voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won this. And I said to him, she's going to take every one of the swing states plus Iowa. And he said, oh, but the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political analyst. I'm telling you right now, the numbers are there. She's taking this election. And then I said to him, you realize, and he didn't tell me who he voted for, but of course I knew. And I said, you do realize you wasted your vote, right? And I didn't care. And I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home. Bye-bye. So, as you know, Kamala Harris did not win the election. As the numbers stand right now, there were 18 million fewer votes than in 2020. And as I have said all along, you have to have a huge, huge turnout, and it goes to the Dems. And we didn't have it. There is one fundamental thing that you cannot account for when you're using data to predict or project the outcome of an election, is you can't factor in the impact of racism or the existence of racism and misogyny.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today. And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids, and she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, and we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes. I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope?
Your character makes a few remarks throughout the film about having a relationship with other men in the film. So I wanted to ask, how gay is the Roman Empire?
The entire empire, or I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it. They cut it. I think they got chicken.
I was going to ask because I just heard about the Paul and Pedro forehead kiss that apparently got cut from the movie.
I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet.
Did you see all those homeless people outside?
Oh.
Ruthless. A ruthless community is what I call it. They have a home, a beautiful, beautiful community of people sharing clothes and needles, but they just don't have a roof. Oh, sorry. Oh, don't say that either. Don't say that either. Sorry, that kind of just irks me. SLRRY is a common Canadian phrase, and I'm currently boycotting Canada because a few months ago, a transgender polar bear wasn't allowed on the communal iceberg.
Anyone else feel like they're a boy inside of a woman's body and you're attracted to other boys that are trapped inside of other women's bodies, but then you're also attracted to women? So you're kind of like bisexual, but you're also a lesbian, but you're also just extremely gay, like the gayest form you could possibly be in. Does anyone feel that way, or you don't feel that way? If you could just put in the comments, like, if you do feel that way. No worries if not. It's like totally cool if you don't feel that way.
And breaking news, Governor Newsom has signed a law barring school districts from passing policies that require schools to notify parents if their child asks to change their gender identification. The law bans rules requiring school staff to disclose a student's gender identity or sexual orientation to any other person without the child's permission. Proponents of this legislation say it will help protect LGBTQ+ students who live in unwelcoming households. Opponents say it will hinder schools' ability to be more transparent with parents.
Today, we're trying to find out from the attendees what Kamala Harris's greatest accomplishment has been as VP.
I mean, honestly, I'm not too into politics. I'm just here for the vibe.
Becoming the first female vice president. So becoming the VP is the best accomplishment? Yeah, absolutely.
Being a good person.
Being a good person?
Yeah. She's I don't know. She seems really good for women.
Harris is there with the energy. She has a lot of enthusiasm, so it's important to get behind her. What is Kamala's top accomplishment, you think?
I can't say anything right now. Give me a second.
Her top contributions to policy as VP.
I wasn't in on the policy making decisions with President Biden, so I don't know.
Her favorite policies, oh my gosh. See, I wish they would tell us more about that, because I honestly don't know. I know she's done some good work with immigration, even though they say opposites.
What do they say?
Well, what is it? She's the border czar.
The fake border czar.
It's her fault that all these immigrants are coming over, to cross the border right now, which I don't think they are.
Do you want the flag, baby?
Don't come in here with no red hat. We ain't making America great again because they ain't never been great. How did you happen to hire a team of all black women? I write my job descriptions such that they attract black women. I have an anti-racism policy. I have a sentence that said, this is a black woman-owned company that centers the needs of black people. We are very clear in my values are really clear even in the job description, that it not only attracts, but it also repels certain values and beliefs.
I'm a trans woman. Jenny's a lesbian. Our oldest son is gay, and our youngest son is straight. We embrace who we are. We got married as man and wife. I started asking Jenny little things to kind of push some of the gender boundaries.
I knew exactly where we were headed. We thought we were doomed.
I had some friends that told me themselves they had trouble coming to terms.
We went from a family that no one looked at twice to a family that everybody is looking at.
Having this bottom surgery was something that I had to do for me. I am beyond excited to wear a two-piece swimsuit.
Here we go. Let's see her.
Here I come.
Whoa.
What brought you out here today? My wife, right? We're in a polyamorous relationship. The lover that my wife took is African American, and I've learned so much about the struggle that people of color go through as a result of my wife's boyfriend. And so I'm excited to really do my part to show solidarity for my marginalized communities. And the best way to do that is to get the first woman of color to be the commander-in-chief, and I'm really excited. I'm so pumped. Like I said, we have the first woman of color to be president of the United States, and our country, it was founded on the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And in Kamala Harris, there's nothing embodies those values more than a Kamala Harris presidency. So I'm pumped. I'm ready. I am so excited. I'm a proud white dude for Kamala Harris, baby. Let's go.